Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I'd like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you've got the Devil card. I'm going to be straight up with you, Taurus. If you guys have been with me long enough, you know I pretty much always am. I'm going to shoot from the hip this week though. I don't know where that came from. I guess what I want to say is, you know, and please don't take this in like now I have to throw the whole reading away, or, you know, I have to throw myself on the floor and be dramatic about it. That's my job. This week, you are being tested. All right, and the test that you're going to be presented with, are you going to do it the right way or are you going to do it the easy way? All right, that's it. If you haven't seen the weekly general, please check it out. I think it might actually make some sense of some stuff for you guys more than anybody else, certainly with this card and the message that came up there. But this is really it. You're being presented with a test this week, and I actually feel like this is a week where you're being asked, like, are you going to consistently take the easy way out or are you going to do the hard thing? The hard thing can sometimes be, you know, having the hard conversation with a boss or with a significant other. The hard thing can sometimes be having the talk with ourselves about our eating habits, spending habits, you know, all of the above. This week, you are being presented with a choice that is actually a test. And what you do this week is likely to define more of what you do going forward. So you got you got to win this week, right? Taurus ain't come to play, okay? So you got to get it. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Magician card. So this with the Devil card, believe it or not, that pairing can sometimes, it can represent two things, either a very self-centered person or a bit of a megalomaniac. Okay, now that's the worst case scenarios. Where in your life can you get healthily obsessed? Where in your life can you turn that excuse me, where in your life can you direct that energy that you're known for? Where can you direct that stick-to-itiveness that you are able to demonstrate? Where is it that you can pick up a thread of something and follow it until it's done? The Magician card here in your actions and options suggests that you're choosing yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, when we choose ourselves, we become instantly, like literally instantly better for everybody else. Because when you're at optimum level, and I've said this to all of my clients with our parents and all of my siblings as well, happy people make happy parents. Okay, so, and before you were a parent, you were a person. Not that you're not now. Maybe just scrap this video. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I apologize. For your communications and conversations, you have your card, the Empress, your ruler, Venus, coupled with the Devil card. This is likely to be conversations about where you're overdoing it. This could be a conversation that you have with yourself. I would really advise against gossip this week. The Devil card with the Empress, that can be, you know, a lot of it as well. So just be very mindful of that, especially because you've got the Magician card in the actions and options, which, okay, maybe you're playing devil's advocate, but you could end up really taking the flack for this because someone's like, okay, so you orchestrated all of this, when really all you did was add your 2 cents to a certain situation that was already being discussed. Be very mindful of this week. When it comes to those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, Honestly, that feels like a battle of the sexes to me. And so you might have an opinion this week that feels like it doesn't get any traction because it's a man's point of view or because it's a woman's point of view. There's something here that suggests that whatever you try to present or put forward in a certain way, it may be shot down, it may be limited, it might be, you know, a touch wood, and I hope this isn't the case, it might be ridiculed, just something to watch out for. These two, while they can be gorgeous and glorious together, you do have this Devil card. There's a little level of arrogance that can come through with that combination. Again, just make sure you're not shooting yourself in the foot. When it comes to those of you that work for somebody else, the Empress and the Devil, I mean, this is a week, because if you're offered something, if you're given an opportunity, if something shapes up for you, I'm not saying, you know, I know this probably sounds like an overly negative reading. I'm going to get so many comments about it, but you know what? I got to tell you what I see. This could be a week where you could be offered something at work and it could be really wonderful. However, you do need to check the motive behind it this week, all right? Just because you've got the Devil card overseeing everything that comes up. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, where can you rebrand? Where can you bring a different aesthetic to what it is that you're doing? Where is it that you can make something either a little bit more uniform or a little bit more, not regular in terms of like regular, but regular in terms of, you know, the process, like the frequency of something. Where can you regulate that, and how you know, what are the steps that will get you to it? When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, I mean, I like this for, you know, just kind of getting on with it and enjoying life and everything that it has to offer on the material level. There's just not a lot of substance here, and as long as you're okay with that, I think you'll be fine. When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Wands. So, you know, for those of you that are partnered, this could be sexy, it could be fun, it could be a lot of laughter. This, I actually think, is you taking the reins. So if you are partnered, married, or in long-term commitment, I kind of feel like this is you saying, no, you know what? We work too hard, there's too much of this, there's too much of that, we're going out and we're going to have us some fun. Like your partner, like you are taking the lead this week to say, no, we're breaking out of this rut because it's not doing us any good. Just be mindful that that doesn't go too far, because then it may turn into your significant other potentially saying to you, you know, like we've tried to do this, and you know, I think maybe you're overspending, or you know, just that. When it comes to those of you that are single, I mean, look, it's very sexy, it's very flirtatious. It could though be somebody that just brings out the worst traits in you, and we all have them. I've met, you know, not recently, thank God. But we've all met people that, you know, like maybe they bring out the inner rebellious teenager in us, or they, you know, they're wonderful, it's sexy, it's a great connection, but it's not right for now. It's not right for this moment that you're at. That being said, if you're free and single, have you some fun, okay? When it comes to your money and materials, you've got the Ten of Wands. So I like this for a financial strategy, and it looks like some of you could be doing some really good planning. I just feel like it's a little bit overzealous. And if you can take that edge off of it, I think if you're building a long-term financial plan, this could be a really good week for it, actually. Especially if you can turn that obsession on itself. So rather than being frivolous, it's like, actually, you know what? Where can we save money? Where can we be a bit wiser? Where can we be a bit more, you know, dum. So I like this for that. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Ten of Wands, I mean, the Ten of Wands itself is actually your lower back, your hips and your thighs. But with the Devil card here, I feel like this is, it looks like come down energy. You know, like the day after you've had way too much to drink, or if you use some kind of mind-altering substance, this feels like the aftermath, and that kind of energy can cause a lot of problems. So just be mindful if you're taking any of those kinds of I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, I'm just saying this looks like a week where you really could overdo it, and not just with the spending, like just everything could be excess. So just be mindful, because it could really get in the way. When it comes to your home and environment, look, for those of you that are partnered and married, for some of you, you could be spending time away from the significant other. It doesn't have to be because of a breakup. It could literally just be because of work, which is very possible, actually. For some of you, though, especially for those of you that are single, this could just be that you're staying elsewhere. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a great week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.